Hey guys, welcome back. So, for those of you who don't know, BookTubeAthon 2016 is about to start within a few days. It runs from July 18th through the 24th and was created by Ariel Bissett. It's hosted by a whole bunch of different booktubers that participate on Twitter and YouTube, and there will be things like Twitter sprints and different challenges, video challenges. I think in the past you had to like build a tower or like a domino run with your books and things like that. I may or may not be participating in that. We'll see if I have enough time, because this is a work week for me, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, it literally begins in just a few days, so I want to go ahead and share with you my TBR, and these are books that I've chosen to meet the reading challenges for the BookTubeAthon, and there are 7 of those. The first one is to read a book with yellow on the cover, and for that it was an obvious choice for me. This is 13 by Tom Hoyle. This is like one of the yellowest books I have ever. Even the pages on the side. Yes. And it's about a young man named Adam, and he's the target of a cult that believes that boys born on the stroke of midnight at the start of the new millennium in London have to die in order to bring forth some new kingdom. And I don't really know much more about that other than the fact that the first 12 have already been killed. As you can see, they've already been crossed off. And just really intrigued to read it, and perfect excuse, it's yellow. The next is to read a book only after sunset, and for that I thought something light and easy to read would be a good choice, so I chose a manga. And I picked Orange by Ichigo Takano. This says it's a complete collection, but you'll see number 1 there. It is an omnibus. It features the first 3 volumes of this particular manga. So I may just read the first manga in this set, but we'll see how that goes. And it's about a young girl named Naho. She's about to begin her 11th year in school. And she receives a letter from her future self, 10 years in the future, warning her that any transfer student coming into school at that present time is apparently in some kind of, is facing some sort of terrible future, and she has to look out for him. It just sounds really intriguing, and I'm looking forward to go ahead and picking that one up. The next is to read a book that you found out about through YouTube. And for that one, I picked Meg by Steve Alton. Now, this is all the fault of Steve Donahue. If you watch his channel, he talks about this book a lot. And just keep seeing this, I was more and more intrigued and wanting to pick it up. This is a revised and expanded edition, which says it combines the never-before-released prequel and the actual book Meg Origins with, it's been rewritten and expanded. It's on a top-secret dive 7 miles down into the Mariana Trench. Deep-sea submersible pilot Jonas Taylor crosses paths with, I can't pronounce this, Carcharodon megalodon. It's a 70-foot, 100,000-pound prehistoric cousin of the great white shark. Discharged from the Navy, ridiculed by his peers, Jonas must prove to the world that the sharks still exist. When an opportunity to return to the trench presents itself, Jonas takes it, intent on returning topside with a 6-inch white tooth. But man's presence in this unexplored realm accidentally releases one of the creatures from its purgatory, and the hunt to capture it is on. So, sounds super cool. Thank you, Steve. The next is to choose or read a book by one of your favorite authors. And for that, I chose Kim Harrison. I read the Hollow series, which is a 13-book series featuring Rachel Morgan, a white witch that goes through an amazing transformation throughout the series. I absolutely love that series. And she's just started a new one called The Perry Reed Chronicles, which I believe is supposed to be a trilogy. There's a prequel out, and also the first book, and then a novella that follows that. And that novella ties the new series with the Hollow series. So I'm really intrigued to see how those two will connect. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the prequel, which is called Sideswiped. And it'll be fairly short. It shows like 1 through 79 on here. I'm not that sure if that's the equivalent of an actual page count in a book. But it features Perry Reed, who is a female covert government operative, and somehow her body is like a weapon. She's able to like change time or change history, like only going so far back, but she can like rewrite history in a way. But it also rewrites her memories as well, so she doesn't really know what she's done. And somehow, in terms of the series, she's on the run from the government now. So that's about all I know about it, but I am looking forward to kind of diving into that. The next challenge is to read a book that is older than you, and definitely have one here. This is 1897. It was the first publication date of The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. course, I chose this because it is a nice thin novel as well. And, you know, we all know what that story's about, so I'm not going to go ahead and into the description for that. The next is to read a book and its movie adaptation. And I've had this book for a little bit of time. I've seen the movie some time ago, but I'm going to go ahead and watch it again after I read the book. And that is The Andromeda Strain by Michael Crichton. And I have the original movie. This was, let's see a date in here. Not off the top. No, I just know it was published, it was made sometime in like the 1970s. Well, this is like a 2003 reprint of it, but it is the original movie, not the TV miniseries that they did. That was horrendous. But this is about like a biological disaster taking place on Earth. It's, I think, the year 2030 it could take place in. But a rogue satellite falls to Earth in New Mexico, like in a small town, and most of the population is killed instantly except for two people, an old man and a young baby, and they have to race to find out why did these two survive, what is this microbe that came from space, and how can they stop it from spreading. Really great. I enjoyed the movie when it came out. Probably be a little bit dated now, but I'm looking forward to seeing how the book matches up to it. And the final one is to read 7 books during the BookTubeAthon, which I probably won't be able to accomplish since it is a work week for me. But for that, I chose The Stranger by Albert Camus. I've never read anything by this author. Again, it's a nice, thin volume, and it's basically about an ordinary man who unwittingly gets drawn into a senseless murder on a sun-drenched Algerian beach. That sounded intriguing. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to it. We'll see. And again, I don't know if I'll be participating in any video challenges. I don't know what those will be yet. Those just sort of pop up the last minute as a surprise, and you sort of have to film them on that day. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my TBR for BookTubeAthon 2016. Again, let me know if you guys are participating in it, and I can watch out for any videos you might do. I won't be doing daily vlogs. I'd rather kind of try and focus on the reading part of it, but I will probably piece together a couple days and give you updates as I go. Definitely follow me on Twitter. It's just @Sue'sBookNook, and I'll probably keep you more up to date on that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.